Along the eastern Arizona state line in western New Mexico is renowned and prestigious Unit 15. Among the Gila and Apache National Forest, Unit 15 keeps its trophy quality at its forefront. Although heavily pressured in some areas, including but not limited to Quemado Lake and the Arizona state line, Unit 15 is a labyrinth of twists and turns for hunters and wildlife to maneuver. Because of this, hunters and big game have immense opportunity to hike into the remote areas and get away from the crowds. Unit 15, New Mexico may not be a choice mule deer hunting destination, but that does not mean that there are no deer to be taken here. Deer can be found near waterholes or in thick vegetation bedding down, especially in the warmer temperatures. Glass deer from the impeccable overlooks in the unit at first and last light. Deer will be in their summer patterns in the higher elevations, and as winter progresses, they will migrate into the lowlands to forage for food. The average quality for a mule deer in Unit 15 is around 150 to 170, and the buck-to-doe ratio is 31 to 100. Unit 15 in New Mexico is one of the most sought-after elk tags in the state. The landscape is a premier elk habitat, and the sheer size of the unit and high percentage of public land makes this unit a top choice for hunters every year. The rut is very active and bulls are very vocal. Bugle calling is successful in this unit, and the ever-changing gradient of terrain allows for pathways for bulls to move into remote areas to escape the pressure. Hunters can find bulls in these hard-to-reach areas, and the average quality of elk in Unit 15 varies anywhere between 300 to 330, with the occasional 350 bull. The current bull-to-cow ratio is 34 to 100. Success rates for hunting antelope in Unit 15, New Mexico are much higher than other units. Aside from the heavily timbered expanses of the unit, there are vast tracts of open meadows for antelope to graze. Hug the tree lines of these areas to secure a discrete location and an open firing lane. The buck-to-doe ratio is 27 to 100, and the average quality for antelope in Unit 15 is 65 to 80. Unit 15 in New Mexico has a versatile terrain that is possible for a hunter to maneuver at any skill level. If you want to hunt the heavily timbered mountains, there are rock outcroppings projecting from the mountainsides and providing spectacular vantage points for glassing, scouting, and tracking. In contrast, open meadows full of grasses and wildflowers cover the unit in several locations. Be sure to consult an accurate topographic map when planning your hunting trip. The vegetative variety of the landscape in New Mexico Unit 15 varies depending on altitude. Elevations are densely populated with evergreen trees such as spruces, firs, and pine varieties. The middle to lower elevations are populated with cedar, juniper, oak, bristlecone, pinyon, and ponderosa pine. The dwarf trees of the shrubland provide cover and shade to wildlife while providing the opportunity for hunters to glass from above and spot big game. Major highways surround Unit 15 and vertically run through the median of the unit. Branching from these major highways are small county roads and Forest Service roads. The primitive roads are known to get softer and harder to access during or after unfavorable weather conditions. Due to this, four-wheel drive is recommended when traveling throughout Unit 15.